The U.S. Department of Energy tests, and there's also a report that was put out by EPA, which is accumulation of all of these tests that you can get. But this is what we do. We save energy, we save water, we reduce sewage processing, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, increase the life of a water heater, and we add convenience to the user. We increase the life of a water heater by two ways. One is less hot water is being heated, but more critically, we are keeping the tank clean, because every time you use hot water, when you activate that system, you're moving water at about 5 GPM down that dip tube, allowing what we call a circulation at the base of that, not allowing that water.
Presenters, you have 5 minutes remaining.
Not allowing that water to settle and destroy the inside of that tank. We know for every water heater manufacturer has not been able to tell me that doesn't work. In fact, John Lindahl, the chairman of state industry for many, many years, said to me that's the greatest product he's ever seen for keeping water heaters clean, and he wasn't happy about it because he sells water heaters and he prefers to, you know, he wants them to fail so people replace them. It's an annuity program with him. In any case, that's how we keep water heaters cleaner and last longer. And tankless type water heaters, because the efficiency of moving that water through there quicker at a time when you need it, you use less hot water to have to heat up, so we actually create an efficiency factor there. This is how it's activated. This is a remote control system. It works on a battery. New homes are putting in plates, buttons that activate the system, like this one. These are $4 million homes, by the way. That's a motion sensor that we use many times. The way we design them, our motion sensors are made in Israel, so they all work on 12 volts. They don't work on 24 or 110. This is another motion sensor, ceiling mount motion sensor. This is interesting. Well, this builder actually put a button back where his garage door opener is, because he said every time anybody in his homes goes into the home, they close the garage door and they also activate the system, because the first thing they do is wash their hands when they get in the house, and hot water's there waiting for them when they get there. Kind of a unique idea. I never thought of that before. Basically, that is the end of my, I ran through that sort of quickly. I wanted to leave a little bit of time to answer any questions that you folks may have. So, ask away.
Basically, you got a pump in here, centrifugal type of pump, which is what helps move the water by creating a pressure differential.
It doesn't, yes, it doesn't really change the differential.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Yes. You were asking if we got a pump in line that simply moves the water around and changes the pressure differential. It doesn't really change the pressure differential because you got static pressure. You've actually got water under the same pressure on both the hot and cold water lines, so your pump, the demand of the pump has to be strong enough PSI through the pressure to be able to move that water, whatever that water is in that pump, in that line. I mean, in the system. So we're not really going against pressure differentials at all. Any other questions? Basically, it's real simple. What we're doing is simply moving water that is one side of your home to the other with existing plumbing. Now, we're not going to reach all the fixtures because you could have branch lines that I can't reach. But the key is that these systems cost less than $1 a year to operate, because it only operates on the demand of the user. So that means it runs less than 5 minutes a day to take care of your major problems, because if you already have hot water in the line and somebody activates it, it won't go on. It won't go on if you already got hot water there, because the sensor says you already got it, you don't need it. 2 times the pump should never run. 1 is if there's no demand for hot water, and 2 is if you've already got hot water. The life expectancy of these pump systems are over 20 years. Why? Because hot water never goes through the pump. What destroys pumps and valves are hot water going through them, cooling down, changing the molecular structure of the minerals in that water, and causing calcification. Calcification destroys the inside of gaskets and everything else. When you have a leak at your faucet in your home, I can guarantee it's on the hot water side, not the cold water side. We've opened these up after 15 years and they're clean. There is no debris that is built up inside of these pumps. So they're commercial grade pumps that are designed for residential. We do commercial also. In fact, that's at a different table here. But we do commercial as well as residential. But we can handle any fixture, any home from the size of 400 square feet to 200,000 square feet. It doesn't matter. If you've got a hot water system and you're waiting for hot water or circulating hot water, we solve the problem. And we do it by not costing you more than about $1 to $2 a year, depending if it's commercial. The key to that is that the ROI, return on investment, is extremely high with our system. It pays for itself in less than a year and a half, and it's going to, we have a 10-year limited guarantee on it. We have a 5-year on the pump, another 10 years on the electronics. And frankly, if we get them back in 10 years, I ask for them back. I want to see why they failed. So we absolutely don't end up with a problem.